Yeah, yeah.
Very, very well known Ness main, I believe, from what was it, Iowa or I
Toontown.
Yep.
From
sorry, yes,
Toontown.
PR'd in Indiana. So
From Toontown, right? I mean, he's telling us right here with his tag. From Toontown. And immediately you see the great defensive play from Mewmon. Catching all the landings. Even
this set
interrupting
is.
the defender with water surfing.
All I'm gonna say is that this set, these characters, these players, this is gonna be explosive.
Oh, for sure. I don't think I've ever actually seen this matchup, at least not here at Friday Night Netplay.
I feel like
definitely
especially.
think
Oh, sorry.
one important thing in this matchup, very important piece of information, no, water shuriken is not. It is not energy based. It is a physical projectile. So Ness cannot absorb it. He can reflect it, however, but he's not able to use PSI magnet. And oh, speaking of PSI magnet, send him the opposite way.
Up smash out of shields, trying to get Mewmon's down tilt pressure off of him.
Man, that's the second time he tried that counter at the ledge, the double jump counter. It didn't work yet again. And dying to the dash attack. Didn't they buff the knockback of that dash attack?
They did, I believe, I think a few patches ago. I think it was like patch 8.0 or something like that.
Yeah. But they also buffed Ness's down air at that point.
Mewmon trying to put on some of this extra water shuriken as well, but nice.
Ooh, and catching the landing with an up smash.
Greninja up smash, not the best, not the most well-known, at least for connecting, especially on platforms, but it will do the case for Mewmon right there.
Yeah, he wasn't in a tech situation, he didn't bounce, he just landed, just hard call out on landing area. And he gave fire, wow, even against the water type, it did mad damage. It did like 60% combined with the back throw.
We're gonna be able to make it back with that air dodge as well.
Oh, and that's super effective.
That tail just makes it just a little bit safer. It just puts on a giant circle where Greninja kind of just struggles to get in.
And back air missing the tech. Yeah, he realized he was too far already, so go for it, go for it. It seems really hard to deal with. I feel like it's part of the reason it's so hard to do is because the Greninja can just space it away where he doesn't hit you with the third hit. So sometimes you'll just buff for an air dodge like a freaking clown. Ooh, is that back air or nair?
I believe that was nair to take out that stock. Relatively high percent, but that will do the job in this case.
Well done from TM4. Or Tetra's Ness, as this man is attempting to rebrand. Yeah, there's so much pressure going on in this match. A lot less than Nick Roy versus Earl. These players are a lot more aggressive, more close up.
Oh my god!
He's gonna and he got the tech. And
he made that back. That is surprising.
He got the tech and the angle, but he's taking mad damage from this hilarious gimmick.
But he's able to make it back. The down air.
Back air. No, he covers the air with forward air. This is down to the wire. As always, players very equal in skill. It seems.
More pressure, but you can tell that both of these players are getting a little bit scared.
Yeah, TM4 doing random air dodges. He's very terrified of them. Just great aerials. Forward air could absolutely kill from anyone on the stage now.
Oh, the down tilt in the fair.
That was well done. Yeah. Mewmon taking the first game.
He knew what he needed to do, and it will seal out the stock even after that really wacky exchange at the bottom of PS2.
Okay, so question: what type would Ness be? Would he'd be psychic, obviously, but would he be psychic fire, psychic thunder, or psychic normal? What do you think? Would he just be psychic with a huge move pool?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see just a large move pool.
In that case, what the heck is going on? Psychic doesn't affect Dark, which we all know Greninja is a water Dark type. As a ninja, gotta be Dark type. Hiding in the shadows, but how is he doing so much damage? TM4 switching to Robert? I've never seen TM4's Rob.
I know TM4 has a few characters. I haven't seen a lot of them pulled out in bracket, but surprisingly Rob.
One thing about Rob that's similar with Ness is the down tilt, the very fast down tilt that does immense damage to shields, and there's a lot of great things in tech situations as well.
I think that one thing, especially with this Greninja, basically as a character, is that he is very good at dictating the pace of his own match. And I think that
Yeah.
Rob is just able to add on that extra damage just like when he needs to.
Rob's slower aerials are a huge deal now. He's getting beaten out by every landing opportunity. He's getting defeated by Mewmon. Surprising that grab didn't hit, honestly.
TM4 moved back slightly to make us that arm rotor didn't exactly hit him, but he'll catch that
And
jump
he
with the
catches-
fair.
Man, I'm not sure if it was a jump or an up B, but either way, absolutely called out. He just knew he wasn't going to air dodge, so he had to go for the forward air. And he's avoided every single one of these free side Bs, which is surprising. And catching the jump with a back air, exploded out of this country at 80%. TM4 may have been trying to, combo him across the entire stage at that point, but
Well, it's
not
down
too
throw right
easy
there.
to do online. I don't know how experienced he is, this Rob.
Really nice fair as well, just to put Rob back over the ledge. TM4, for the most part, he wants to stay a little bit grounded so that we can add on that pressure with the gyro, with the laser. The only way to really reliably get damage on Greninja, at least in this case.
And that side B catching the spot dodge. Definitely knew it was coming, or at least knew some aggressive option was happening. I don't know what that next side B was.
But he's throwing out these arm rotors like nobody's business.
Doctor just thinks it's funny, which, let's face it, it is hilarious. No matter if you hate Rob or love him, it's pretty hilarious to just be spinning forever. Beyblade, let it rip. And speaking of the Beyblade, TM4 grabbed it. I feel like Rob loses harder than most characters to Gyro. Rob's Gyro is such a great option, but Rob does not have many good ways of dealing with it.
It's an interesting thing, especially when comparing, dittos. Because, like, some characters have really good counters for their own character.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely say Rob is that way. I know a few others, but Greninja seems to also be doing well versus Rob. I don't feel like Rob has many options against Greninja's great pressure. Wow, I don't know why that hit. Very behind him.
Trying to get these down tilts as well. He wants to put some added pressure.
And Nair, the sweet spot on Nair killing Greninja. Greninja's not the heaviest.
Who needs kill confirms? Just throw it in air. That's all you gotta do. I mean, let's be real.
With his dash attack and his down tilt, he's able to catch like every landing, even able to catch startup with some grounded options. Mewmon's doing a really good job. But TM4 doing 60 in just one string.
He had a pressure from the gyro as well.
He may die here if he gets hit by another back air.
Nice air dodge though, getting through that back air wall from Mewmon. That was a bad one. If he had him in one more down tilt, he was dead.
Oh man, the gyro interrupting the combo from Mewmon.
Just these lone gyros on the ground have been so good for TM4 this game. Adding on the pressure, it's been keeping Mewmon from getting his confirms. Again, but not.
Yeah, these shurikens are doing so much from a neutral here. Oh, if TM4 got the grab there, if he reacted to the hit, he may have been
nice
able to
tech.
stop.
Oh, the second back air.
Because it pushes him back. It doesn't have much end lag. Even if it has a bunch of startup, it does not have much end lag. Be able to throw out another one.
It's really hard to know if you can punish that because you can space it or at least time it on the shield to either do it before you get pushed back by the gas or after you get pushed back by the gas. But he just threw out two of them, and Mewmon just got hit by one of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, he may have had more end lag.
Often
Try to
that's
punish
all
it
you
with like
need.
a dash attack or something. Dash attack to up air, dash attack to forward air. Something. Losing game 2, but not out of reach. Very close game either way.
TM4 will be sticking it out with the Rob at least game 3.
Same stage, I presume.
See the same stage.
Oh no,
Town and
Town and
City.
City. Still a similar stage based on the size of the ground and obviously the platforms, but they move, and sometimes they just straight up leave.
This is definitely, I think this is a good Greninja stage. Very easily.
This is a great stage for Rob. At least I've heard from Theory, who's PR'd in Chicago. I've heard that it's at least his favorite stage with Rob. Not sure if that's still true after all this time has passed, but it's possible. He can control the space so well, especially once it goes to FD. Rob on FD is really just a beast I would never want to counter.
Get in there, especially to keep me up in the air.
Up smash, yep, reading the air dodge, or at least covering it, covering the direction air dodge, down tilt up smash. And he can actually have a really huge lead here.
Mewmon just having perfect control over Greninja's speed and able to catch, what a lot of characters couldn't. Up there, right below ledge.
These aggressive options out of upfield, often catching Mewmon's edge guard attempts, and up air catching the jump.
That was a very nice jump catch as well.
Very good damage out here from Mewmon.
He's keeping this pressure on.
This is just so weird seeing TM4 play Rob.
It's weird not seeing TM4 play Ness at least, but very nice Shadow Sneak.
That's surprisingly strong. That move always surprised me with his strength. I thought he may have died if he thought he had a jump at that point, but he didn't really react in time.
Mewmon was barely able to make it back, at least the blank was uppy. Don't tell me he wanted that.
I thought he was gonna down air, but no, he just got gimmicked. He just got a directional air dodge. Didn't want to get hit by forward air down air.
I was about to say as well that I was expecting a down air, and I guess by us both saying that, I think that TM4 was expecting that down air too. And he's expecting the tech as well.
Yeah, maybe he didn't expect it to get sweet spot or something, but either way, Mewmon taking game 3, which I actually am a bit surprised by, just because I thought Rob had an advantage on that stage, but it seems like Greninja just wins this matchup, Yeah, he might be switching back to Ness, but I mean, I would if I were him.
This is one thing that I... Sorry.
You can go ahead.
I was going to say, this is one thing that I miss about offline is that I feel like, especially in online commentary or just seeing these online sets, there's always a question of will they switch? Will they won't switch? And will they not switch? And we can't really tell. But now we can tell right now that, TM4 switching back to the Ness immediately.
Yeah. He was able to take one game with Rob, but game 1 was still close versus Ness, so not a bad choice. He seems more wary of the shurikens at this point. Yeah, Mewmon is so good at landing these aerials. That could have easily killed Mewmon if it had connected and activated PK Rocket or PK Thunder 2.
The fair to catch the aggressive jump. Mewmon does not have a jump at this point.
Yeah, TM4 doing a much better job here. He spaced the back air to not be able to be punished with a grab, and then caught out a jump immediately after. An up smash catching the landing of Greninja, hailing pretty early as Greninja frog. Not a big man. And that didn't even connect, by the way.
Yeah, all of that just to do 5% with a fully charged water shuriken. That is...
A fully charged F-smash, fully charged water shuriken, 5 damage. Very cool.
The funny thing is I think that if he reflected a medium or even small size shuriken, it would have done more damage. Waiting for Mewmon to try and throw out that little more aggressive option. Finally, counter works!
Oh man, I love Greninja's counter. You can just send it so many angles, and that one was absolutely the right choice. I'm not sure. Sometimes it misses if you don't do the right angle, but That worked out for him, obviously. And back to even stocks and almost even percent as well. Mewmon is so much faster on the ground. Greninja's just so quick. Ness is able to throw out a lot more, even if he doesn't have a huge sword that Greninja does. He's able to cover so much because of how many arrows he can throw out in one jump.
But it feels like, especially right now, TM4 is starting to get a little more comfortable trying to maintain stage position. Mewmon has not been able to get in so far.
Yeah, very wary of those water hurricanes. You need to air that back to the platform as well. This could take a stop.
Quite equally going to do it again.
Wow, very good mix-up on his landing there. Able to get the grab punch to dash attack.
A little bit questionable DI died right off the top.
Yeah, Mewmon has been catching TM4's landings throughout the entire set. And so TM4 was like, okay, I'll just wait for you to, not do that. Airdubbing onto platforms away from water shurikens, and even, calling out the attempt from Mewmon to catch the landing. Getting it back there. TM4 with a big lead at this point, almost a full stop, almost lapped him in percent.
Very nice S smash though, putting Ness right off stage. Air dodge,
not again.
A little bit of a miscalculation, not able to make it back to the ledge.
He was expecting another back air stage spike, because that has happened twice so far. Twice, maybe even 3 times.
I'm not sure what that happened, but suddenly these players are at even stocks.
Dropping the platform up there, very good.
Drop up air, here comes.
Oh man, Greninja doesn't have great landing options, but Ness himself, as such a floaty character, can also occasionally have trouble with it.
Shadow Sneak actually almost hit on top of the platform. I don't actually know if that hits on the platform.
This might be the end.
2-frame with dash attack?
Oh,
He does not have it. Oh, he did have a jump. He's able to make it back. Counter as well. He's able to kill.
I'm surprised. That was strange.
I'm surprised he didn't go for the spike, but try and go for the safer option. Mewmon probably knew that he still needed to live, and he couldn't essentially go for the spike, especially at that high percent. But that's it. Mewmon's going to take that 3-1.
Yeah, it seems like it's the end of TM4. That was a really close game. I didn't even know the counter would cancel out the PK Thunder 2. I've never seen that. Usually counters just lose to it, but since Greninja doesn't stop in place, he can readjust. So he's able to actually hit him. I didn't think it would even, out-prioritize the hitbox, but well done. Well done from Mewmon.
Very well done for Mewmon. Mewmon, one of the 2 players that, was able to barely sneak in. No, that was 3-1.
No, he took one on PS2.
Okay.
Because Mewmon beat the